folks, good afternoon. Welcome to Monday's Market Intel Brief here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. And folks, really not doing too many of these sit reps, right? Market situation reports or market intel briefs. We're really focusing on a lot of other stuff than all the free content that I give away on a daily basis. No offense, but need to focus on our premium members and more importantly, saving lives. So for many of you who listen to my podcast, the Max Afterburner podcast that you can listen to on iTunes, iHeart, Spotify, Stitcher, all the cool kid podcast platforms. Make sure you check out our podcast so you can keep up to date with what's going on. But we're shooting a documentary, folks, taking us on a journey here to save lives, to change lives, to really lead a shift in what's going on in this country as far as veterans issues, suicide, and just healing in general. So honored and humbled to be taking on this project called No Fallen Heroes. We're going to release it the same day as Top Gun 2 Maverick, and it's going to be incredible. So to stay up to date with all that stuff, make sure you're following that. The Max Afterburner podcast because we're having a great time. But wanted to I'll do some of these free videos every once in a while just to kind of brief you and keep you up to speed with how our trading's going. And if you've been here at TGO, we're just absolutely kicking ass. This is one of my personal accounts right here. Check out how we've been doing. Look at our Amazon, but all of these Amazon trades are placed live in our two investment clubs, the Max Afterburner Investment Club, where we have 138 members. See that right there, 138 members. We have two threads. This is kind of where we put our intelligence that we've gathered and our commentary throughout the day. And then we have our trades only, where we're just, posting all our opening and closing trades. So look at how I did today in my Amazon trading. So if month to date, we're up almost $83,000 just in Amazon. My personal portfolio is up 62, if you'll allow me to round up, about $63,000 so far this month. Okay. Today alone, Amazon, $11,200. Folks, we're having an absolute blast trading. Look at this. Look at this, how Amazon moves. We just have an absolute blast. This is fun, right? I mean, I do this for me and open it up to the members of our self-directed investment clubs, and then obviously teach people how to do it on the Top Gun Options side of the house with our paper trading and our model portfolios. But folks, as a result of the scandemic or plandemic or whatever you want to call it, we came up with our investment clubs because people were like, hey man, what are you doing? And can we start our own clubs so we can all share? Because look at this, man. We got Goose Trade, Microsoft, Rivian, Scott trading Rivian, Hemo is a Elliott Wave guy. He loves trading the S&P 500. Everybody putting all of their trades in here. Ponch, he made a quick $1,000 in some Amazon here. Folks, these are lifetime members over here in the Max Afterburner. Everything also gets posted over in here. This is called our Hunters. The Hunters group. That's my old Hornet Squadron out of Naval Air Station Fort Worth. VFA 201, the Hunters. Strike Fighter Squadron 201. So in the lifetime membership, obviously getting access to everything we do here at Top Gun Options is a significant investment. So you asked, I listened. We came out with a less expensive alternative where you get access to all of my closing and opening trades. There's 34 members in here as of now. All you need to do is head to topgunoptions.com/hunters-SDIS-monthly. That stands for Self-Directed Investment Squadron. Okay, again, men lie, numbers don't. This is one of my brokerage accounts. I manage my account, my wife's account. There's our accounts. These are live accounts, baby. 11 grand today, 11.2 on Amazon, and then like I said, month to date is just absolutely awesome trading Amazon, $83,000. It's kind of a Merry Christmas when you're seeing gains like that. Again, this is only $497 a month. $497. This was $5,000 for 6 months, or $9,500 if you wanted to pay off a full year. A lot of people said, "Hey man, can't swing that right now. Can you hook a brother and sister up?" And I can. That's exactly what I do here at Top Gun Options, is put the ladder down. I got mine, man. Good Lord has blessed me in a lot of ways, and I put the ladder down to help people out, whether it's helping out veterans or help people learn how to potentially trade options successfully. Okay, so make sure you go to topgunoptions.com/hunters-SDIS-monthly. That stands for Self-Directed Investment Squadron. The government calls them clubs. I call it a squadron. All right, real quick, let me give you a quick brief what's going on. Man, what a difference a week makes, right? Thursday, everybody's sitting on the couch, fat, dumb, and happy, taking a turkey nap, and here comes Omicron variant. Bomb, bomb, bomb. What an absolute joke. This is an absolute joke, folks, when the WHO, the World Health Organization, skips the Chi variant, or Xi, right? XI. They did not want to name it. I used to, when I was a Phi Delta Theta. I was a Phi Delta up at Jacksonville University. I had to say the Greek alphabet like 3 times on a lit match. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, chi, omicron, phi, rho, sigma, tau, epsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega. Wow. I still have it. Anyway, they skipped GXI. Why? To not offend Xi Jinping, the dude who started this virus and has killed millions around the globe. China unleashed a biological attack on the world, and nobody's done a damn thing. Joe Biden a couple weeks ago sat in a conference with Xi for 3 hours. Didn't even mention the word COVID. If I were president, I would have been like, "Hey, dude, look in the chat box. I just sent it to you. There's an invoice for $5 trillion for all the damage you've caused our country, and $1 million goes to every family victim, or however it works, dude. You're responsible." But no, everybody bows to China, right? 10% for the big guy, his crackhead son. How about Disney today? They own The Simpsons, right? Disney Plus, the one Simpsons episode from the early 90s when they travel to China and they walk to Tiananmen Square, and there's a plaque that says, "On this date, 1989, nothing happened," or whenever it was. They removed that episode. J.P. Morgan, commanding officer, Jamie Dimon, last week apologized for making a crack when he was in Hong Kong that J.P. Morgan and the CCP is celebrating 100 years, and he's like, "And we're going to outlast him." Ha ha ha. He said it tongue in cheek. For the next 3 days, he groveled around on his knees apologizing. NBA players like Karen LeBron, it's awful. It's absolutely awful, folks. Nobody is standing up to the CCP, especially Joe Biden. Anyway, so on a strategic level, I'm going to make a couple predictions. The sophomore year of Joe Biden's presidency will be off. You think we're 11 months into this, guys? We're 11 months into this. And look at what has happened. You think the next 3 years are going to be any better? The only way it gets better is if there's a red wave this time next year that stops this madness. I can't stand Republicans. I can't stand Democrats. I'm an independent. However, when there's a red wave, at least they can stop the hemorrhaging. The dude's going to be a lame duck, and then here comes Kamala and Mayor Pete. Anyway, here's why I'm rambling about this, because I want to be long-term bullish on Amazon and stuff and look out into the future, right? We get paid. We make our money where? In this white space out here. We get paid money. I'm training you to project your thoughts forward in space and time, right? Well, when I personally project my thoughts forward in space and time, it ain't looking too hot. You're telling me next year, the sophomore year of Joe Biden's presidency, is going to be fantastic? Here's my predictions. We will see a minimum of a 20% pullback in the market. We will see a bear market, and we will see a recession. The Fed will be having to raise interest rates and do their whole thing. We got tapering going on. We have interest rates going up. And by the way, Russia will invade eastern Ukraine, the rest of Ukraine. They've already invaded eastern Ukraine. And China, after it puts on a good show for the Olympics, will invade Taiwan. We are in for an absolute shit show. So it's pretty interesting because we had a blowout 2020, folks. I was one of the only, wrote a book about it. I was one of the only guys to actually predict to the day, because I saw Trump sitting on TV lying to us about the market crash. We literally made millionaires here at Top Gun Options, folks. So I'm pretty damn good at looking out into the future, and I want to be wrong. Nothing would suit me better than next November 29th to do one of these sit reps and go, man, I got his sophomore year wrong. Everything's fantastic. I can't believe that our nation and markets and inflation everything's great. If that's what you believe, you should be buying things with both hands. But here's what's funny is this pullback right here and this kind of violet one on Friday because of Omicron, caught a lot of people off guard. Folks, we're printing money in these pullbacks. Everybody's a genius. Everybody can make money when the market's going up, right? Hell, my mom can trade in a market. It's in these absolute shit shows where a person's true character shows, right? And when, not if, we get one of these major pullbacks, all these meme traders and all the people sitting in their basements trading, they're going to be getting calls from numbers they're not used to seeing, and it's going to be their broker saying, hey, by the way, you need another 20 grand in your account today because of what? Margin calls, right? That Black Friday route a couple days ago shows the dangers of margin borrowing. Small investors are piling into markets using borrowed funds after a long string of gains, but many say the practice increases risk of sharp pullbacks. So you want to, this is one of the reasons we started these investment clubs, was because, dude, the text alerts, the email alerts take too long. What are you doing? Can we all get together as a group and trade together? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's why this stuff was born, right? This is where the hunters came from, and the Max Afterburner group is because of this. So you can sit here and you know, a monkey can throw a dart at the Wall Street Journal and pick a stock that's going to go up. When, not if, this thing implodes, it's going to get ugly. So today was a buy the dip. Investors shrug off the Omicron worries. I think there's 12 letters left in the Greek alphabet. Are we going to start over again at, alpha beta or alpha 1 and put a decimal? Who knows? Folks, welcome to the rest of our life. It's a virus. It wants to live. It will live. It will mutate. It will get around vaccines. Thank God. Every day I wake up, I thank God I live in Florida. Or the only time I really recognize how screwed up some people in states are is when I travel. Man, I go to Panthers games. Every once in a while I'll see somebody with a mask on here. I'm like, God bless them. If that's what they want to do, I love them. If it makes them feel better. Man, I go to other states and they're like, there literally is two countries at this point. Florida, Texas, other red states that just kind of live their lives. My sister in New York City is miserable. Somebody explain to me how you can lock down and do this and 90 other things in that, but you don't do it in another state. Whatever. I don't want to ramble too long here. But Amazon, I would absolutely get bullish on Amazon. As you can see, like I said, men lie, numbers don't. Let's take a look at my orders. My orders for the past, call it 30 days, as Amazon's been all over the place. Let me just put Amazon in here and show you just my Amazon trades. Filled, save. Look at this, folks. I've been trading in and out of Amazon like a fiend for the past month, to the tune of, as we already looked at, that's month to date, but about $83,000. My point being is this: get in Amazon now. We have our solo Amazon service. We had a Black Friday sale to get it at dirt cheap. That's over with, but $97 to get into solo Amazon, folks. I strongly recommend you do that because we're going to see a Santa Claus rally or a Kwanzaa rally or a winter solstice or a Hanukkah rally. Insert your choice right there. So see, Amazon peaked at 3,500, 3,500, 3,500. That's a triple top. And then another triple top at 37, 37, and 37. But it looks like this 3,500 level is nice support. We traded right around that today. We closed today at about 35.60-ish, which is right in the heart here. I think we got another big leg up. Why? Because the damn CEO of Worldwide Services here, he was on Face the Nation yesterday. Worldwide Consumer. Hey man, we're crushing it. This is these are, look at this, record-breaking Black Friday. Okay, why did Amazon get hammered recently? What was this big hammer? Supply chain issues, and Amazon's going to get hammered. I'm like, if anybody isn't going to get hammered by the supply chain, it's Amazon. I read reports that they were actually buying super tankers. They're going to own the supply chain. So again, kind of like when the scandemic hit and everybody got locked down, Amazon saw a rip your face off rally because that's what happened. So inflation, these supply chain issues, guess who's going to benefit? The behemoths. I call it the Death Star. Amazon is trading the Death Star, and I see another run out of Amazon shortly. So either join the hunters for only $4.97 a month, made $11,200 today just trading Amazon. If you were in the hunters, you would have seen all of those trades live exactly as I open and close them, period. So, or join our solo Amazon service. I'll put the link in our YouTube channel in the comment section. Okay, I'll put the links for the hunters and also for the solo Amazon. Okay, make sure you listen to the podcast. I do them every Friday at about 1 o'clock, and they drop on Mondays. There's been just some absolutely incredible ones that we've done. That just thank you so much for listening and for the feedback, because these things are just been fantastic. Healed by the Light is very special. And then episode 9, when we talked to Slider and his 5-MeO experience. I mean, when we were sitting there in the studio recording this, I was with him. I just felt it. I just absolutely felt back being one with God, source, nature, divine, truth, whoever you want to call it or label it. And obviously, as soon as we try and label something like that, we take away from it. But I'm fairly certain it's okay with us doing that, because it understands everything. Okay, good. Sorry, I rambled a little bit, but I don't shoot these that much anymore. I mean, maybe once in a while I'll do these. I think YouTube is actually throttling some of my videos. Most of my videos in the old days, before the scandemic, I'd have 1,500 views, 1,000 views, 334, 160, 278. These thousands less. And I don't think it's because I'm doing them less. It's because I think they started getting shadow banned as I started to, you ready for it? Put out the truth. And that's exactly what I did. And that's what you're always going to get here at Top Gun Options. Here, let me give you some truth. I made a shitty trade today on Twitter. Jack Dorsey, look at Twitter today. See, I always talk about my losers too. Let me tell you how I was an idiot today. Look at this chart. Jack Dorsey resigned. Breaking news, the stock popped. I'm like, that is good news. That guy is your typical limousine liberal. How do you run two companies? I try and run one company successfully. He's trying to run two. Snap at Twitter. He didn't. But I bought 2,000 shares like right here. It imploded and bounced. I'm like, this is good news. He's gone. Now let's let some adult take over. Slam. So today I lost, where is it? $6,400. Well, it's not a loss, quote, until you take it. I'm down $7,700. So I will show you. So net for today is $7,800. Beats a stick in the eye. But I'll show you my stupidity, folks. I'm long some AMC shares, the movie theater chain, which obviously with the Omicron variant got a little hammered. But I own the shares of these companies. So what do? I sell some short calls against them. Today I sold 20 against 20 short 37 calls against my 2,000 shares. So between now and Friday, I'm going to bring in $2,800. I lower my cost basis in AMC by selling these shares, man. Not shares, the short calls. Every week I sell some short calls, and bring in some coin. How am I doing month to date on AMC? All right, net, I'm up $2,500 on AMC, so it beats a stick in the eye. But Twitter was stupid. So printing money with Amazon, losing money with Twitter. That's always got to. You can't just point to the green at the top side of here. That's what snake oil salesmen do. Wiz did not make a good move today with Twitter. Now I did trade in and out of whatchamacallit. Reset, save. So I did right here. I traded in and out of Twitter short calls. How much did I make? $1,100. So I made $1,100 closing some short calls that I sold against it, and then the stock continued to go down. So, $1,100 helps take the sting off of the $7,000 loss, but not yet. So anyway, all right, guys, good stuff. Like I said, on the YouTube page, I will put the links to the hunters in there. Only $4.97 a month, and I'll also put a link to our solo Amazon service. The sales are over, man. Oh, you ready for this? It's back up to 97 bucks. I think you can swing that. Okay. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge and God bless. Namaste.